a late game insurance damage carry. For NIP though, I love this draft. Again, I think Sion is the best top laner on the patch. Best blind pick as well. The Ambessa flex was nice. He goes into the jungle. Top side, are we looking to start with a lane swap? It looks like, Genny, we might be, unless these bases get channeled, but they're going to be interrupted. Sasa.
We're seeing a lot of level 1 shenanigans throughout Demacia Cup. And listen, I think they should continue to attack Sasa here, and they do. They don't need to burn flashes. Hong is in trouble too. He's got a flash away. Perfectly played by NIP to start things off. You know, you can get 1v1s by a Sion if you're not careful. Looks like NIP will end up bailing out on the play here. Just allow Guan to farm up his own jungle. First Dragon going over to LGD with no contest. Fights. First grub going to be secured by LGD. They definitely want to get everything they can for this Udyr. There's that charge coming through for Hoya. A little bit of damage to YCX, but it shoves LGD off. There's a seismic shove. Speaking of, Pop Blossom lands on multiple members, and they start getting knocked down. NIP just destroying LGD in that fight. Not able to get the job done. You can already see the damage that Zhuo has with that Hextech Alternator. Hoya coming in to kind of crash the party here. Knockup going down. YCX in trouble and falls to Hoya. As LGD just seems so disconnected, they will be able to find Zhuo, and it's Xiaoya picking up that kill.
We don't have the ults that we had last time, so the engage can't come through the way we want it to. LGD walk in and get a little bit back of what they were lost in that Grubs trade. It's not too much of a loss here for NIP. It's support for support. It is what it is. Go on.
Okay, Salsa, a little bit of trouble. They're trying to run him down. The question is, how much can they slow him? Knockup is there, and Guan will chop him down. Next Dragon in 50 seconds, and Jay Better, it almost feels like if LGD decides to show up and fight for this Dragon, if they get wiped like they did at the Grubs, I mean, this game could be over. I mean, they're getting wiped even before that. YCX caught and taken down. It is a third kill over to Awesome, and NIP are rolling them over. Again, that Hextech Alternator this early into the game just makes Nico such a large threat. This Dragon will be free for NIP. Xiaoya up on the top side, going to clean up at least a play.
Yeah, LGD are happy to give this up. They got that first on, so they're not worried about a potential soul. It will be the Mountain Soul this game, so...
That gold just a little bit, but it's difficult. A lot of that lead right now is because of the call. It was procced, so held on. Zhuo with the Pop Blossom lands. They're going to go all in onto Sasa here, and he will flash and not survive. Awesome is the one who gets the kill. And we've got Hoya coming through. Choo just trying to cut off the rest of LGD and put him in a bad spot. Tang Yuan going in here, but not able to land the charm. Hung going in and having to go out. Tang Yuan just trying to dance around, do what he can. With this last charge, will he go back in and try to land a charm by Zhuo? It is on vision. We'll see if LGD elects to respond, but again, because of how far behind they are right now, Smolder not finished on the stacking, it's going to be very difficult. Xiaoya, though, to his credit, as you pointed out, very efficient. We're getting to the 17-minute mark. He's got 177.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, getting the RFC next to, so we'll be down damage, but...
And they are very likely to get this turret and secure feats that way, as opposed to getting the objective. Here comes the LGD coming from the top side of the river. Also has to walk all the way up, but actually doesn't kill the turret, and he gets engaged on. He's got no HP, trying to slide out, and finally falls. Whoa, with the Pop Blossom. Tang Yuan trying to do what he can. No charges left on that Ari ultimate, but Hoya with big knockups, and Guan is slicing through them, shielding up. Xiaoya's got to get over the wall, but YCX will not survive. Zhuo is leading them on a wild goose chase, trying to get as much damage as he can out, and the juke. Hong getting back to the turret, realizing that he cannot kill Zhuo. Hoya, flashing forward. He says, listen, I know I have the damage to take you out, and Zhuo will pick that one away, and Sasa could be the next target, but they will not push it any further.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was a Zhuo solo kill, I'm fairly sure. I didn't see any Sion at all, but Awesome, with a huge mistake, actually ends up costing LGD. They pick off the ADC, and all of a sudden they feel so much stronger, but they're not.
Fall and go over to Care momentarily. It feels like LGD are running out of opportunities to find their way in, even if your Smolder gets these stacks, right? When he does, it's not going to matter in some of these fights.
You only have these 2 items now, and they're not really damaging items. Whereas for Awesome, he's finished the Infinity Edge already. Xiaoya still has no flash. NIP started up the Atacon.
And LGD is very aware that this is happening, but I don't know if they can do a damn thing about it, Jay Beto, because this Otacon is very dead, and you got the RE teleport out. Now, how's the rest of the fight going to shake out? Does NIP really want to go in on this? And it looks like they do. Hoya finds a priority target. Fight's going on. Public execution on Xiaoya, and he is chopped down immediately. Awesome over on the side with no help. Flashes over the wall, but Hung is chasing right after him, but he's not able to close out the kill. NIP is just far too strong. It's a wallet diff at this point, and it's a 4-for-1 in favor of the Ninjas in Pyjamas.
LGD have a great punchback, but NIP, as soon as Xiaoya shows they know he's got no flash, immediately onto that dragon. Awesome with some great kiting there at the end. Away, and NIP not only collect the Otacon, they collect the soul point as well. And for LGD, I mean, yeah, you've got the smaller stacks, but NIP have played the early game slow. They've picked up the pace, and now they've got a nearly 10,000 gold lead. Soul point, 15 kills to 3.
Out that hand of his, and it's a very relatively easy game for NIP. Let's see if LGD can do anything to try and stop this. Tong Yuan gets caught, goes down. Public execution on a YCX. He's got to flash away. Guan getting tagged, but he gets a big shield. Mom coming in over the top. It's not going to do enough damage. Care dropping that Weaver's Wall. Sasa trying to cause a problem. Care needs some peeling there, needs some healing, get some shielding, as Sasa and what remains of LGD have to split.
You can see the damage from LGD is starting to ramp up as the smaller stacks come in, but NIP, the glow up from that first game we saw them in last night, how disconnected they were. NIP, hold on, be careful.
All right, Xiaoya YCX very low, and Awesome's just going to pick these up fairly easily. He's not even worried about the Udyr right now. Xiaoya slowed up and goes down, and Awesome will be able to survive. A triple kill for him. 20 kills to 3, Jay Beto, as the Baron gets started by NIP.
This is very one-sided after about the 15-minute mark. NIP really know what they're doing on the Rift in this game. They shut down the Smolder every chance they get. Yes, he's got stacks, a decent amount at that, but
their over-aggressiveness, their desperation punishes them. So NIP are shoving down on the top side here, looking for this top inhibitor turret. You do see Hung on the long flank here. He got spotted, and it's time to go. As Zhuo with another huge pop blossom, and NIP will dust away LGD. All Hung can do is recall, sadly, as NIP will knock down these two turrets and will take a very easy game 1 here in the first series of the day.
Look at how much NIP have grown. I'm just distracted by the fact that I have to, with either choice, the Aphelios or the Sivir, it's just scaling again. And NIP have all the tools to push forward. Corki is at 1 item, at 2 items, stronger in fights. Yes, Xiaoya should have push on Sivir. That's just the nature of the champion, but
go on. Heading up to the top lane here, looking to bait in Sasa, who puts himself near the wall and is shoved against the wall, and that looks like it could be bad news. Fear will go down. The Counter-Strike will eat the spell shields, and Hoya gets first blood.
Starting slow and ramping up and playing their game. LGD have kind of let them in the first series, and they're still letting them in this. In the first game, they're still letting them in the second game too.
And this dragon comes at a price, right? Even though it looks like it's free on paper, that's time spent doing the objective instead of...
If LGD are fast enough, they'll all go over to them.
There's no wards here. They finally get the first one in. LGD will secure 2 grubs and will wisely walk away and avoid the disaster that happened in game 1 up here.
And there's something here. Guwon really wanted to clear his bot camps and come back up. Just mistimed it a little bit, but... Again, I don't necessarily think that NIP are unhappy with this. Level 7 now for Guwon. We got out Xiaoya's ult. I think NIP were trying to fish for a little bit more before this Drake. They do have some good first items. NIP with control.
All right, Care wants to go in. There's that Emperor's Divide. The lights are out. And guess who's knocking at the door? It's NIP. YCX going to get run down by the rest of them. And it's Feats of Warfare for NIP.
The ninjas, very accustomed to the darkness. Bit of name-accurate gameplay there, but NIP make it look really easy. Kea walks in, finds a shuffle onto Hong, who did get the crescent guard off, but Guwon doesn't care about that. He's in there, has the Hexter, or experimental Hex plate, I think it's called.
He's just showing off. He just knew that he could hit Hoya with that, but he chose not to. Such a nice guy.
Hoya
walking up maybe a little bit too far, and also realized that something was up, and he's tagged with the Spiraling Despair, and that should be enough to burst him out. He gets the shield, but misses the ultimate. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, he can't finish that one off. Tong Yuan had just enough mana to take him out with the Grasping Maul.
Completed, but that'll be first tower for LGD. So if they can get another objective, that'll be feats of strength over to LGD. That's a decent boon. They are up gold as well, so...
Guwon lying in wait. No vision, really, other than the crab. As the Herald is down to about half HP. Hoya trying to muscle his way in as YCX is down to half HP. Zhuo looking for a pretty good flank here. Lights are
wow!
Whoa! Finds all of them! Spiraling Despair tagged onto Guwon. He will fall. The Emperor's Divide is strong, but Hoya running out of HP. Care doing what he can to knock him down. Hong healing up, but does go down. Tong Yuan looking to clean up. He finds a double kill, and a fight that looked like it was all NIP ends up a 3 for 3.
NIP back on the Herald now, and LGD just trading out this dragon is Infernal Soul. We've had quite a few of them when you and I have been casting in the LPL so far. LGD, though, look like they don't want to give this up.
Tong Yuan is here first, but it will be the Herald going over to NIP. Maybe a potential turnaround. There we go. Nocturne going all the way in, but dies before any damage can be dealt. Hong is here. It's a good ultimate coming down. His Care is now stuck in a corner, knocked up, and he's going to fall. NIP may have bit off a bit more than they could chew, but Hoya trades one back.
Transition between mid and the Baron Pit. LGD with a decent gold lead will break open this tower. They've got 2 Drakes. NIP do have the Herald in tow, so...
Damage. Next objective is going to be in 1:20. It's Otacon that's going to be coming up next, and Sivir can do a lot of damage around that objective. Hoya is going to be caught in a 2v1. Spiraling Despair is there. Hoya will flash away. He'll heal up a little bit. I'm not sure if this was well advised. Hoya just trying to escape, but he cannot. Tong Yuan getting his 4th kill of the game.
Awesome, very strong. Despite the gold lead that Xiaoya has, it's evened out now. Hold on.
Okay, they're going to go all in on Guwon, but Guwon goes elsewhere on this backline, trying to take out Xiaoya. He's low, but he lives through it. Salsa doing what he can to force away NIP, but very low health bars. NIP just can't get to them, though.
They just can't follow Guwon. He's going too far.
By Hoya and Zhuo. YCX is also here. You can see Xiaoya
TP is going to give it up.
Salsa. There we go. There's a teleport coming from behind as well. Kara's got to slide over the wall, and NIP has to cut and run. They're heading down to Awesome Hoya with a good keeper's verdict, but he has decided, guys, I think I'm stuck on the back line. Do not send help. I will fall. LGD getting a quick pick, and now they're going to start up the Otacon right away.
Guwon is back, but instead it looks like it might just be a Herald play in the mid lane, try to get some more gold onto the carries of NIP. LGD getting creative, and that's good to see. They sneak into the top brush, no vision, and as NIP walk in too far, they think that LGD have walked away, but no, they're waiting in the wings. LGD will pick up the Otacon, not a... Oh, actually, yes, it is a crazy flower diff as it updates 29-2. That's a lot of gold worth of stats here for LGD.
Down NIP like they're whittling down the dragon right now, 7,000 HP. Solar Flare came out. All right, Xiaoya getting down to about half HP. YCX getting shoved off as well. Who's going to get the dragon here? It's secured for NIP. Guwon gets engaged on. He's got to get out. Hoya knocks him up against the wall, but NIP are not strong enough right now. They are going to run, and LGD come up empty-handed.
He's, front-loaded the damage and can hit a little bit more with the... Oh, hold on.
All right, look who's caught out. It's Tong Yuan going down. You said it. It's right before the Baron as well, Jay Beto. NIP, turn on it. Go for it, guys. What are we... Okay, there we go. We're finally starting it up. This teleport is coming in from Salsa. It's going to be a 5v4 in favor of NIP, but this Baron is going to do some serious work. NIP's got to keep him away. Solar Flare does not land. All right, whoa, maybe looking for an opportunity here as Hoya's ultimate does not land. Trying to do some damage here to LGD. Sasa gets under the back line. Care shoves him away, but he's so low. Getting on top of him as Hung using his ultimate to burst everybody away, and the damage is there. NIP are running scared. Awesome cannot escape. NIP bit off a little bit more than they can chew. Too much dip on that chip, Jay Beto. And now it's LGD the ones starting up the Baron.
Yeah, they dipped their chip into the gank or the catch on Tangyuan, but they used all of their ults. There was no paranoia, no flash for Zhuo, and no quickness at all. So NIP started the Drake. Yes, they have numbers advantage, but LGD just start corralling them into a corner, and it's just a matter of time before Sasa goes in, Hung follows, and I mean, the Emperor's Divide was great.
It flips the game on its head, which should have been a positive play for NIP, ends up being a hugely positive play for LGD, up 4,000 gold, and the siege is on.
It's Infernal Soul in 30 seconds too. You feel for NIP, they need to give this up. They don't really have any prior, and Care would agree. He's giving all these waves up, trying to get something back on the top side. It will be Pen second, so most likely Crypt Bloom here. But meanwhile, a lot of gold is getting put into LGD's towers. That's in pocket, sorry. That's 2 inner turrets picked up from LGD. They have full control of the map. Hair going in by himself, and the rest of the map is completely dark. So LGD will collect the soul point for themselves. NIP 5 minutes on the timer now. Baron's only a minute. Damage together, as the Baron will wear off. That's up first. Can Hoya find this base cancel?
All right, we're going to go on top of Sasa here. 2v1, but look at the damage he's doing to Guan. The fear goes down. This should be the turn for the fight. Here comes Care, just for a little bit of extra insurance. Sasa's trying to lead him on a wild goose chase, but he will get feared. They want to give this one over to Care.
Oh,
no, it's taken.
I think that's a huge mistake from NIP. Care's TPing up. They want to give. Hold on, bomb plant.
Hold on, I like this. You have to try to make this play. Care gets stunned, and they're turning it around onto him. The stun lock is there. He drops the ultimate down, flashes away for extra distance, but the Corki has fallen. Care being chased by minions,
oh, no.
and the minions will finish him off. Disgusting there. The 6th champion for LGD. No Baron buff needed, and they may be looking to end the game here.
NIP still show they need some work on the synergy in this roster. LGD much more together in this game, as only one wave. Keeper's Verdict is available, but it misses again.
Oh man, there's everybody there, Hoya. You have to hit those. Minions have finally died. A teleport coming in, and then we've got one more cannon minion coming through as Hoya's trying to take it out, but this last turret will fall, and LGD are 5 strong. They force game 3. On our hands, everybody, and now we're getting some beefy engaged supports coming through. This is really crazy. All right, Jay Beto, I'm not sure who I favor more here.
Scuttle's going upwards. He's just double scuttled in a game that I don't necessarily
Pulverize,
think
hang on, wait a minute, bursted out. YCX falls.
You're just slamming kills left and right, and Guwon wants to constantly be down here.
Right, we're going to have another route down, but just not a lot of damage to YCX. Hoya has a level 6 advantage, and he's looking for another solo kill, and he gets it done.
That is just pure top diff, as Tangyuan will be caught by the shockwave.
Going back in on the bottom lane, but Xiaoya can't get close.
Bad game to be a Draven in. He has a stack, sure, but hold on in top.
Oh, that equalizer was not ideal, but the turnaround could be here. Hoya ends up falling, but the Nocturne won't get traded out. It's a double kill for him.
LGD just playing around their Draven. Don't want to allow him to get caught out. They're weak-sided top anyway, so they just grab the Drake in response.
Well, given the fact that Hoya has a bit of an advantage over Sasa, perhaps those grubs will make big hay going on, as Tangyuan had to flash there. Good attempt by Zhuo.
Flash is the important part here. And LGD.
Oh, Hoya's got no idea, and he's going to find out the hard way. That shockwave lands. He's going to get feared. They throw everything at him. It is feat of warfare for LGD. All 3 kills on Hung.
But proactivity from both teams. Neither wants to hold on.
Lights out, and guess who going for this Orianna, but getting back to the turret is Care. Now they're looking for a full turnaround. Zhuo with the headbutt. There's that pulverize
Nice.
on the 3 members, but where's the follow-up? Guwon's trying to get close, so flash forward. Root goes down onto YCX, and he uses the Magnet Storm. He can't protect Salsa, though. Will be able to escape. It's a 1-for-0 for NIP. So much invested. Completely negated by that spell shield out of the Nocturne. Joel going to go over the wall, land a knock-up, but it's good poke. It's exactly what you need to do. Whittle down the opposition. Equalizer on top of Salsa here as Hoya's overheated, managing his heat so well. That fight wasn't even close.
The top gap is big, but Yanni the Dragon's been started up. No top laner for LGD, but they still have this Paranoia Shockwave combo.
All right, he's going to try to find it on this priority target over on the side. Immediately bursts it out as Guwon, and it's Xiaoya who cashes in.
He was down 900 gold there, by the way. He's up 100. He's got 1,000 gold off that kill, and LGD now at the Dragon. There's no jungler available. Zhuo has no smite. LGD make the fight look easy.
In their possession. Rothschild has been started up down to 5,000 HP. Teleport coming in from Salsa.
There it is. Wow.
And it hits multiple members. Zhuo's ultimate to keep him alive. It's a good equalizer, keeping Awesome and Hoya away. An absolute dominating fight here from LGD. Rothschild does reset up to 3,000 HP, but there's no way back in for NIP.
NIP are on a ward. Hold on.
Hoya drops the equalizer down. Xiaoya down to half HP. It splits across LGD, but NIP just do not have the damage right now. Load up by the trap. Now they might be looking for a turnaround onto him. Headbutt Pulverize is there. Awesome does have a fair amount of damage, but not enough at the current moment. Meanwhile, Hoya, call the side lane.
I mean, Hoya wins the 1v1 multiple times, but Salsa just says, hey, big bro, Nocturne, can you come help me, please, get this 2v1? And I'd be trying to break open this tower. Shockwave is good.
YCX knocked up, but Zhuo was going too deep. He doesn't have his ultimate. He's going to die, and it's Xiaoya who cashes out again.
One step closer to this Infinity Edge. Oh my god, he's already finished it. He's 2 items in.
Solo Nocturne ultimate. You have no mana. Awesome. Hung is forced to flash away, but he's now 5-0-2.
I mean, this is LGD just picking up Soul Point here. For NIP, they're here late. Poke needs to be there first. LGD have already started up the Drake. They'll get the Ocean Soul for themselves. NIP, when you're behind him and you're relying on bursting... Oh, that was actually really close. Paranoia.
Oh, and guess what? Hung said, hey, you can't just shock blast me like that. I'm going to take offense to it. Here's a potential re-engage. Hung trying to get away. He's exhausted. Gets a big shield. There's a Magnet Storm down onto 2 members. As Awesome gets a big chunk.
Herald.
Equalizer going down as YCX burns away. Hoya on the backside, but it's also the one who's overheated doing damage. Tang Yuan hops in the Herald and is looking to Tokyo drift his way around. He runs over Shuo and crashes into the wall with style.
LGD. They've got style, man. They've got it in droves right now. Hung goes in. This is what NIP should have done with their Nocturne game, right? They have damage that can follow the Nocturne. When you're diving, the standard dive style is... Also, this Herald is going to get another charge if it doesn't die, but it probably will.
Yeah. To let him know that, hey, Herald coming through. Looking like the New Jersey Turnpike.
So that would be a good pickup, but NIP still worried. Hung lurking.
Go on, trying to clear out that ward. Hung coming around. Shockwave lands on nobody. Doesn't get rooted. Knocked away. There's a redemption coming down as now you get on top of Xiaoya. He's forced to flash away. Very disconnected fight from LGD, but they managed to find Guwon first. Will they look for more equalizer? Getting good damage in. NIP will have to back off again, losing a member.
It's going to be harder to kill them if they've got Ocean Soul. NIP, how do they get in?
As Dragon is melting, you need to get in now. Guwon trying to get close, but it is secured by LGD. Lights go out, and LGD secure that Dragon. Hung goes in, pulls everybody away. Zhuo off to the side, getting low and taken down by Salsa. It's a 4v3. Awesome, trying to get a root. He's got a flash over the wall. Hung still in hot pursuit, fearing the rumble as Tang Yuan finishes off a kill of the AD carry. Care is the last one standing. His turret will be able to keep him alive, but LGD does not concern themselves with the matters of Care. They will head to the Baron.
Care's Shockwave goes so wide in that fight. NIP, not only do they not show up in time, they don't even have a fight around the Dragon, and then they get engaged on anyway. Paranoia was pretty face up there. We're all grouped up. Baron now being started up. LGD all alive. have Ocean Soul will collect Baron on 5 members. NIP struggling.
I was like, you know what? They don't need to be too upset about that, right? They can be proud of the way that they played. They should not allow themselves to get off kilter on tilt. And they come in so strong here in this series against the LGD, walking all over them with relative ease. And in the second game, it was going well for a while and started going poorly. And the rest of the series has really looked like this, with LGD just running all over NIP without a care in the world, unbothered, in their lane, moisturized, thriving. They're going to knock down this middle inhibitor and look to knock down some of these Nexus turrets.
Xiaoya's dead, but I don't think LGD care at all. NIP have nothing to do here.
YCX very low on health, but just a free kill there for Salsa. He's overheated as well. Zhuo can't get him into the fountain. They're stuck there. The minions are beating on the Nexus here, and LGD will win their first game of Stage 2. NIP will fall to 0-2, J. Beto, behind the 8 ball.